If you worry a lot, I got a word from God that'll free you. Let's get into it. I don't know if y'all noticed, but everything is designed to make us worry. You get a better place, more responsibilities. You get a better car, more responsibilities. You get a better job, more responsibilities. And this is why we got to talk about God and the Word and why we got to stop doing that. Worrying, that is. The definition of worry, a state of anxiety and uncertainty over actual or potential problems. The biblical definition is a sense of uneasiness and anxiety about the future. So how you feel is valid, but the problem with worrying is your mind is fixed on it. And if the devil can have an insight of your mind, he can have an insight on your movement, your motions, and your reactions. Now, if there's anybody in the Bible who had the right to be worried, it's this guy named Joseph. So I'm going to talk about Joseph. It's in Genesis chapter 37. Go ahead and live your life. Now, so Joseph was a person who always had dreams. He always had dreams. The dreams were so real and vivid to him that it was his gift. And not only was his gift, he'd tell his dad, he'd tell his brothers. And because he would always reiterate his dreams, his dad condemned him for it, and his brothers tried to kill him for it and sent him into slavery. Now, Joseph doing nothing wrong at all. His brothers tried to kill him, even though he ain't do nothing wrong. And then they decided they're going to sell him into slavery. So he got sent to ship to prison just based off of his dreams. That alone, I'm worried because I didn't deserve this. I wasn't supposed to be put in this position. Heck, I don't even want the dreams. This is not my desire. This is not something that I needed or I wanted. The dope thing about Joseph is he always relied on the Lord. Whatever situation he got put in, he always had his thoughts and his mind fixed on what God had for him. Let's get into it. Genesis chapter 39, verse 2. Genesis chapter 39, verse 2. The Lord was with Joseph, so he succeeded in everything he did as he served in the home of his Egyptian master. Potiphar noticed this and realized that the Lord was with Joseph, giving him success in everything he did. This pleased Potiphar, so he soon made Joseph his personal attendant. He put him in charge of his entire household and everything he owned. From the day Joseph was put in charge of his master's household and property, the Lord began to bless Potiphar's household for Joseph's sake. All of his household affairs ran smoothly, and his crops and livestock flourished. And y'all are probably wondering, how did Joseph succeed in everything that he did? Joseph kept his thoughts and his mind on what was true and good, which is God, and his dreams that he knew it was a gift. But if you don't know the story, Joseph, as y'all saw, succeeded in that household. Then Potiphar's wife tried to get Joseph to have sex with her. And Joseph said, no, I'm a servant to this house. I'm a servant to Potiphar, and this is where I want to be. And this girl tried to grab him, get him tightened up. Potiphar, hit her with the Heisman, slid out of there. But she ended up keeping his coat, and she accused Joseph of raping her. And Potiphar sent Joseph to jail for the lie and the accusations. Now, anybody had the right to be worried is Joseph. His brothers tried to kill him. They didn't do that. Then they sent him to slavery. He worked his way up to be the first attendant. Got accused of rape, didn't do it. Got shipped right back off to slavery. And I know a lot of y'all lives, y'all will get up, get down, get up, get down, including me. Up, down. But we have to keep our mind, our thoughts fixed on what's good and what's right. Joseph was succeeding because he always kept his mind on what's good and what's right. The reason why worry is so bad is because it stops your hands from moving, which it prevents you to use the talents and skills that God gave you. In this story that y'all gonna see, I hope it frees y'all because it always free me. Now in Genesis chapter 40, while Joseph is in prison, these guys keep having dreams. So instead of Joseph being frustrated and angry, upset, hell, even pissed, he's still doing God work by using the gift that he gave him. And sometimes God will give you a gift, and just because it's not where you think it should be used there, where you think you should be, doesn't mean you can't use it there. So hopefully that free you. He started interpreting people's dreams, and the things that he interpreted was right on the money. So one guy got out, got his head cut off. The other guy got out, became another high-ranked servant into this Egyptian home. And Joseph told him, don't forget about me. Hopefully put in a word for me. The man literally forgot about Joseph, even though the dream that he interpreted from him was on point, and it was facts. So just because people don't remember you, just because people forget about you, just because you did your best and you tried and people act like they don't remember, don't you ever trip, no matter how long it takes. Just know God saw the work you did and you will be blessed. Genesis chapter 41, verse 12. There was a young Hebrew man with us in prison who was a slave of our captain of the guard. We told him our dreams, and he told us what each of our dreams meant, and everything happened just as he predicted. I was restored to my position as cupbearer, and the chief baker was executed and impaled on a pole. The man waited 2 years, 2 years to tell him about Joseph. Now, for context to the story, the reason why his brothers wanted to kill him, which Joseph was the baby boy, was because he had dreams about them kneeling and bowing to him. And the older brothers was like, what? We not bowing to you? What is this? But in this story, Joseph never worried. Pharaoh called him, have him come. Joseph literally interprets Pharaoh's dreams and everything that Joseph did, which was a talent and skill that God gave him. And everything went exactly like how Joseph said, to the point that he got put in second in command, second in charge. Now, this is where the story gets tricky. The brothers that tried to kill Joseph needed Joseph to save them because it was a big famine coming, meaning there wasn't going to be no food or nothing for them to eat, nothing. It was all going to die of starvation. Joseph never used worry. And actually, Joseph told them, I forgive you. God sent me ahead of y'all so I can be here now. I say that to say worry, it won't get you to your goals. All worry does is it stops you from getting to what you got to get to. That's good Bible right there.